Not here.
Yes, here.
Fan, it's me, your brother. Do you know me?
Ebenezer, I sent for you. Promise me.
Promise you what, Fan? I'll promise you anything, dearest. Only that there isn't going to be any need. You're going to get well again, Fan.
No.
You are. You are. Dear God, you must. Fan, you can't die. Fan, you mustn't die. You're going to get well again, Fan. Fan, you're going to get well again.
Could you have brought me here? Have you no mercy, no pity?
Ebenezer. Brother. Ebenezer. Promise me you'll take care of my boy. Promise me you'll take care of my...
You heard her.
Forgive me, Fan. Forgive me. Forgive me, Fan. Forgive me, Fan.
Well, there you are, me buck. That's where you start. And you can work your way on up as high as the dome of St. Paul's Cathedral if you've a mind to do so. Control the cash box and you control the world. By the way, how did old Fezziwig take it when you said you were leaving him?
You wish me luck, sir?
No hard feelings, eh? Starting with a clean slate. Good. And now let me introduce you to your fellow clerk, Mr. Marley. Just a moment, please. Mr. Ebenezer Scrooge, the new clerk. Mr. Jacob Marley, our wizard of the accounts.
Your servant, Mr. Marley.
Your servant, Mr. Scrooge. I'm sure you two gentlemen will get along famously. I'm sure we shall, Mr. Jorkinson. Yeah. Well, I'll leave you to it.
Thank you.
The place no doubt seems new and strange to you.
Somewhat.
The world is on the verge of new and great changes, Mr. Scrooge. Some of them, of necessity, will be violent. Do you agree?
No, I think the world's becoming a very hard and cruel place, Mr. Marley. One must steel oneself to survive it, not be crushed under with the weak and the infirm.
I think we have many things in common, Mr. Scrooge.
I hope so, Mr. Marley.
Excuse me, Mr. Scrooge, sir.
Yes?
Pardon the liberty, but do you know if I'm to be kept on here, sir?
What's your present salary?
5 shillings a week, sir.
You can stay for 4 shillings a week.
Well, yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
It's not old Fezziwig.
eternity, Ebenezer. She is not changed by the harshness of the world, but you are.
Then you no longer love me.
You no longer love me.
When have I ever said that?
In words, never.
Well, in what then?
In the way you have changed.
But how have I changed towards you?
By changing towards the world.
But it is such a terrible thing for a man to struggle with something better than he is.
Another idol has replaced me in your heart. A golden idol.
It's singular that the world that can be so brutally cruel to the poor professes to condemn the pursuit of wealth in the same breath.
You fear the world too much.
Well, with reason. But I am not changed towards you.
Aren't you? Our promise is an old one. It was made when we were both poor and content to be so. If you had never made that promise, tell me, would you seek me out and try to win me now?
Of course I would.
No. If you were free today, would you choose a darless girl with neither wealth nor social standing? You who now weigh everything by gain? It would bring you nothing but repentance and regret. That is why I released you. You know I'm right, then.
I'm as proud of your conviction that you are.
May you be happy in the life you have chosen.
Thank you. I shall be.
Goodbye.
Show me no more.
As I told you, these were but shadows of the things that have been. That they are what they are, do not blame me.
Take me away.
Very well, but we have not done yet, Ebenezer Scrooge. We do but turn another page. And as your business prospered, Ebenezer Scrooge, a golden idol took possession of your heart, as Alice said it would.
May we hear those figures, Mr. Snedgrid, at your pleasure? Certainly, Mr. Groper. Well, gentlemen, after 17 years of existence, the Amalgamated Mercantile Society's books show the startling figures of a liability of £3,200, 8 shillings and 10pence, and a total asset of £11, 8 shillings and 10pence. Well, at least the 10pences cancel each other out.
How much of this is the company's capital?
All of it, Mr. Rosebed.
In short, sir, you're not only a bankrupt, you're an embezzler of the company's funds.
I also beat my wife and skewer innocent babies when in my cups. Take a very cool attitude, if I may say so, sir. So do Mr. Scrooge and Mr. Marley. They're not facing prosecution for a capital offense. Oh, but gentlemen, it could have been any one of you. We're all cutthroats under this fancy linen, Mr. Snedrig.
I must ask you to speak for yourself, Mr. Jorking.
Oh, what would you gain to prosecute me? All you'll get out of it is about £11 odd. And to pack me off to Botany Bay would be poor compensation for the panic that would arise among the shareholders.
Panic, sir?
Yes, panic. Would any of you gentlemen care to deny that if this juicy little scandal leaked out now, the annual shareholders' meeting would resemble an orchestra of scorched cats? Result? Bankruptcy all round.
Strike that speech out of the minutes.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Joking doesn't exaggerate the imprudence of allowing his misdemeanors to be made public.
Are you in sympathy with Mr. Joking by any chance, Mr. Scrooge?
Not, I confess, with his methods. But Mr. Marley and I have a proposition to make to the representatives of the company, which might solve some of the difficulties to our general advantage.
The devil you have. You want to watch these two fellows, you know. They'd skin Jack Ketch alive and he'd never know they'd done it. Can we hear the proposition?
Shall I be spoken? Mr. Marley and myself are prepared to make good out of our own private resources the sum of money appropriated by Mr. Joking.
Reprieved. Reprieved. Curfew shall not ring tonight, Mr. Snedrig.
Order, order. In return, we wish to be allowed the option of buying up further shares in the company. to a maximum of 51% of the total.
In short, gentlemen, if you wish to save the fair name of the company by accepting their generous offer, they become the company.
Never. Answer the question. Never. 51. Answer the question, and also out of order, Mr. Scrooge.
I just come from Mr. Marley's with a message for Mr. Scrooge.
Can I give it to him?
Well, please, your great kind self, dear. I'm to say that Mr. Marley ain't expected to live through the night, and that if Mr. Scrooge wants to take his leave of him, he should nip along smartly, or there won't be no Mr. Marley to take leave of, as we know the use of the word. He's breathing very queer when he does breathe at all.
Excuse me, Mr. Scrooge, sir.
Busy.
It's about Mr. Marley. He's dying, sir.
Well, what can I do about it? If he's dying, he's dying.
The message was for you to go at once, sir.
It is now 5:15. The business of the office is not yet finished. I shall go when the office is closed. At 7 o'clock.
Yes, sir. He'll come at 7.
I'll try and get Mr. Marley to hold out till then, I'm sure. Much obliged. Good night to you. And a Merry Christmas, if it ain't out of keeping with the situation.
Thank you. The same to you. You'll find Mr. Marley well, sir?
I should think that's highly unlikely.
Yes, I suppose so, sir. But it seems odd to think of the place without him, sir.
Why should it be any more odd than it was with him? We've all got to die, Cratchit. I suppose you'll be wanting the whole day off tomorrow as usual.
If quite convenient, sir.
Every Christmas you say the same thing. And every Christmas it's just as inconvenient as it was the Christmas before. Good night.
Good night.
Who's that, the doctor?
No, sir. The undertaker.
You don't believe in letting the grass grow under your feet, do you?
Ours is a highly competitive profession, sir.
Is he dead yet?
I'll have another look if you like.
No, don't bother. I'll see for myself. Jacob? Well, have they seen to you properly? Last rites and all that? There's nothing I can do, Oh? What, particularly?
Time? Time for what?
We're wrong.
Huh?
Wrong.
Wrong.
Oh. Well, we can't be right all the time. Nobody's perfect. We've been no worse than the next man. Or better if it comes to that. You mustn't reproach yourself, Jacob. We are wrong. What? Save yourself. What? Save myself? Save myself from what? Hmm?
Speak up.
Jade,
Yes.
just like you said.
I almost know. One shadow more.
No. No more. I cannot bear it.
Jacob Marley worked at your side for 18 years. He was the only friend you ever had. But what did you feel when you signed the register of his burial and took his money, his house, and his few mean sticks of furniture? Did you feel a little pity for him? Look at your face, Ebenezer. A face of a wrenching, grasping, scraping curse as old sinner. No, 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 no. Yes, I'm coming. I'm coming.
And know me better, man. I am the state of Christmas present. Look upon me. You've never seen the like of me before, have you?
Never. And I wish the pleasure had been indefinitely postponed.
So, is your heart still unmoved towards us then?
I'm too old. I'm beyond hope. Go and redeem some younger, more promising creature and leave me to keep Christmas in my own way.
Mortal, we spirits of Christmas do not live only one day of our year. We live the whole 365. So is it true of the child born in Bethlehem. He does not live in men's hearts only one day of the year, but in all the days of the year. You have chosen not to seek him in your heart. Therefore, you shall come with me and seek him in the hearts of men of goodwill. Come, touch my robe.
What place is this?
A place where miners live, who labor in the bowels of the earth. But they know me. Come.
It's Bob Cratchit.
He's coming, Mother. Father's here with Tiny Tim.
Tim, Arthur. You hide. I will tell him you've been held up, and who knows when you'll be there. Go on, hide. Oh, goodness, where? Behind the scullery door, quickly.
Oh, she's not coming.
Not coming? Not coming on Christmas Day?
Yes, I am, Father. I can't bear to let them tease you.
Why, bless your heart. It never would have been Christmas if they'd kept you late.
Is the pudding still singing in the copper, Peter? Yes, come and hear it. You come too, Mary and Belinda. You come along as well, Martha. Come and hear the pudding singing in the copper. I'll come in a minute. All right.
Sit you down before the fire and have a nice warm, the Lord bless you.
We had such a deal of work to finish up last night, but I never did think I'd get away. We had to clear away this morning. And then I ran all the way so as to be here in time.
How did little Tim behave in church?
As good as gold and better. Somehow he gets thoughtful sitting by himself so much and thinks the strangest things you ever heard. He told me he wasn't going to feel shy if people looked at him because he was a cripple, as it might be pleasant to them, being in church, to remember upon Christmas Day who made lame beggars walk and blind men see. He's growing strong and hearty, though, Martha, my dear. Isn't he, Mother?
Spirit, tell me, will Tiny Tim live?
I see a vacant seat in the poor chimney corner, and a crutch without an owner carefully preserved. If these shadows remain unaltered by the future, none other of my race shall find him now.
Oh, no. No. Kind Spirit, say that he will be spared.
Why? If he'd be like to die, he'd better do it and decrease the surplus population.
Well, my little cock sparrow, here's your own stool by the fire, all ready for you.
There's such a goose, Martha. I'm sure of it. And the pudding. Oh, the pudding.
I shan't be easy till it's eaten. I confess I have my doubts about the quantity of flour.
It'll be a perfect pudding, my love. A perfect pudding. Won't it, Martha, my dear? Hey, Tim?
It'll be the finest pudding in the whole of London this Christmas. And the goose will be the finest goose. And ours will be the finest Christmas.
Here's the punch, all steaming hot. No, don't use it. Take your turn, one and all, if you please. There's enough for one toast now and another after that.
There, bravo. There's bounty for you. I declare, I'd like to know how many families of our acquaintance could boast 2 rounds of the best gin punch. Now, everybody got his drink?
Yes.
Good. But before I give the toast, I have a piece of momentous information for all, and Master Peter in particular.
Master Peter? Why, that's you, Peter. What is it, Father? Tell us.
Master Peter, now grown to full estate and dignity, a son of the house, and looking every inch the grand fellow he is in one of my own collars. I have waited for this great moment to advise him that I have my eye on a situation for him which will bring in, if obtained, 4, 5, and 6 weekly.
Lovely. You'll be quite independent gentleman now, Peter.
What next, I wonder?
Then a toast, my love, my dearies, to our Merry Christmas. God bless us.
God bless us.
God bless us, everyone.
I give you Mr. Scrooge, the founder of the feast.
Oh, no. I wish I had him here now. I'd give him a piece of my mind to feast himself upon.
My dear children, Christmas Day.
Could only be on Christmas Day that I would drink the health of such a hard, stingy, unfeeling man as Mr. Scrooge. You know he is, Robert. Nobody knows it better than you do, poor fellow.
My dear, Christmas Day.
I'll drink his health for your sake and the day's, not for his. Long life to him, a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. He'll be very happy and very merry, no doubt.